even more strenuously is this issue that Larry brought up on the 5-day overlap. The 5-day overlap has actually existed in state law since 1980. The 35-day window for absentees being ready was created in 1978. The 30-day registration window for the end of voter registration deadline was created in 1980. So the opportunity, this 5-day overlap that people seem to believe was recently created, which is false, and seem to believe creates this opportunity for people to register and vote an absentee ballot on the same day, has actually existed since 1980, and it was only through Secretary of State Brunner's interpretation that we now have this argument about whether or not there is same-day registration and voting here in the state of Ohio. So, previous secretaries of state, even Sherrod Brown, didn't interpret state law to allow same-day voting during that 5-day period. Finally, I want to clarify and make one additional argument on this issue. We have seen it, and we have heard it from the Democrats, and that is that this is about voter suppression. This is an effort by Republicans to suppress the vote and stymie voter turnout and disenfranchise voters. And as I have talked to many of you about, that is a predictably worn out and tired line, and nothing could be further from the truth, and the argument is without merit. I want to remind you that it was Larry Wolpert and President Harris and the Republican-controlled General Assembly that passed House Bill 234 that expanded no-fault absentee balloting, that essentially allowed millions of Ohioans to cast their absentee ballot from the comfort of their own home. And that it was Republicans, most recently in the corrective bill, budget bill, that put millions of dollars into the state budget to mail absentee ballot requests to each and every voter, to pay for the mailing of absentee ballot requests to each and every voter. And it is Secretary Brunner who has decided not to enforce that and to tell the local boards of elections that it is an optional practice. So the Democrats will claim disenfranchisement, the Democrats will complain voter suppression, but we feel very good and very strong that we have that the Republicans in the General Assembly and the Republican Party have a strong record of protecting the franchise and making sure that those who are eligible to vote do, but only those who are eligible to vote do so. The bottom line with today is that Ohio law simply does not allow a person to register and obtain an absentee ballot on the same day. Secretary Brunner is therefore advising election administrators to break the law by encouraging them to engage in this practice. Secretary Brunner either has misunderstood the law or she is intentionally directing elections administrators to violate it. Her directive on the issue also contains false information regarding Ohio elections law and wrongfully directs Ohio elections administrators to engage in illegal activity. These are serious offenses that we believe require immediate attention. And the bottom line is that we are asking Secretary of State Brunner to withdraw her Directive 2008-63. Actually, Representative Daniels has sent a letter to the Secretary of State today asking her to revoke Directive 2008-63 and that a new directive be issued to clearly prohibit the practice of same-day registration in Ohio. A copy of that letter is available for all of you here as well if you don't have it. So, ladies and gentlemen,